Wow. Our next speaker is Tina Francone, former Jefferson County Commissioner, former RTD Board Director, talking about air quality rules, regulations, and laws that will actually affect our economic well-being and our prosperity.
Well, good afternoon, Colorado Patriots. First off, I'd like to thank Kim Munson for arranging this. She is the fabulous Americhicks that made all of this happen, right? And we're all here today, and I'm glad to see so many of you here today to make sure that our elected officials know that we want them to do what we elected them to do, and that's to represent us. I'm Tina Francone, former RTD Director and formerly your Jefferson County Commissioner. I've had the privilege and the honor to represent you at a uniquely local level. And I'm here today to talk to you about air quality. And this is kind of a Luigi spaghetti kind of issue and lots of nerdy details, but I'll try and hit the high points for you in just 3 minutes. But in a nutshell, the Denver metropolitan area, and the state for that matter, is mandated by federal and state legislation to put regulations in place that ensure that the amount of harmful emissions are limited. Basically, it's the bad stuff that makes our air brown and makes it hard to breathe on those kind of days. Those emissions come from several different places. They come from cars, they come from businesses, the result of businesses operating, they come from cows. But, you know, our present governor and the appointed Air Quality Commission have gone too far. In their quest, in their mission to do that, they fail to consider the unique nature of Colorado, and Jefferson County in particular, because there are other things that affect our air quality, things that we have no control over, things that make Colorado's air quality unattainable, things like fires, things like air coming into the state from other states and even from China. And that blows right into Colorado. And how do you stop that from coming into the state? Oh, we could build a wall, right? But looking at the measurements that are used to judge the health air in Colorado, we're pretty good until you look at that bad air coming in, and it nestles right up against the foothills in Jefferson County. And that's enough to put the entire state out of compliance. But the federal government, God bless them, has created an exemption for this kind of situation. And here's where the government and the Air Quality Commission have gone too far. They've unilaterally decided that Colorado is just going to suck it up. They're going to hamstring our transportation and our businesses and impose a standard that's impossible to attain. And that, my friends, is not good government. That's driving a personal agenda. It's a tiny example, one of many, where our elected officials fail to do their jobs, and we suffer for it. To rub salt in the wounds, we get to pay for it. We get to pay for their salaries. We get to pay in the way of increased taxes. We pay in the way of increased regulatory oversight that makes goods and services more expensive. So I have to ask you folks, are we just lazy? I don't think so, my patriot friends. Today is the day we let our government know we need something better than a Band-Aid. We need common sense, thoughtful, careful, long-term solutions to the problems that regular folks are suffering. And that comes from us. That comes with folks with boots on the ground. That's you and me. So Colorado, let's make some noise. Woo!